哟，大家好，我是小马，
我是杨博士他的爸爸，知道吗？
今天我们要去电影院看《我和我的家乡》。
My people, my hometown.
Speaking of which, look at this. This is my people, and look at my hometown. Gorgeous.
Masks on，
Absolutely.
我们有点晚，所以我们要跑进去。
I didn't realise it was going to be like five.
I think it was like a sequel to My People, My Country.
I realise that now. The first one was the best one. The old Professor Fan.
I like that one.
That was good.
I like him as an
Sentimental.
actor.
The one with the con man, it turned into being really corny. Probably the UFO one was my least favourite. Right.
We'll talk in depth tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll sleep on it.
The first one I liked, Beijing Haoren, Jiang Beijing, right? That the bald guy that you see on the bus stops everywhere in Beijing. I was really enjoying it, and to be honest, I thought that was the whole movie. It was kind of dark comedy, also quite sentimental. Oh, the bit where he had his hand, he got the blood test.
Oh yeah, that was.
And he was saying, make a fist.
I'm making a fist. I'm making a fist. There's a type of comedy called cringe comedy, like a Basil Fawlty Towers.
The whole thing for me would have been better if the whole movie was just that first
In
one.
Beijing.
And of course it was stretched out. It was like real life. You and I could relate to it more because it was Beijing. We lived there. I think we've even been to that hospital when you broke your wrist.
I remember those benches.
Right at the end of that movie, he found out that he actually had a card. And I fully expected Jiang Beijing guy to get angry.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Have you spent one on your surgery and you could have got it anyway? Are you kidding me?
And that would have been much, much better.
It would have been funny.
And then it took me about 10 minutes to realise what was going on with the UFO.
I think also you're a bit of an impairment when you go to a Chinese film.
What do you mean I have an impairment?
There's only so much you can understand.
I'll tell you what my
through
impairment
an
is.
English lens.
You are my impairment. The second one, which was about the UFO, the UFO, we agreed that was our least favourite one, wasn't it? It was more sort of slapstick, zany comedy.
Another thing I noticed was the acting was very staged. Like, 有点像相声, because I do film studies. If you want the viewer to stay engaged, the acting needs to be good. You can't keep reminding them that it's a film.
There was not enough subtlety.
I think the end spoiled it again because it was, let's tie it all up in this neat little plot knot. The brother of the girl that he liked, and she turned up and she was baby not.
Her brother was there the whole time, and then she just appeared behind him. It was just too perfect. That doesn't happen.
So the UFO one.
Sorry, cookie break. Carry on.
My second favourite one was the one with the professor, the last class. Very, very powerful, the whole dementia thing. And then he had a stroke, didn't he? And he was getting his words wrong. Well, my mum, your grandma, she had a stroke. So you know that, with the words get mixed up and they're confused.
I teared up in that one.
I teared up, yeah.
I got emotional because I was thinking of my bandurin from primary school. And I just remember thinking I didn't appreciate it when I was younger, but my teacher taught me maths, Chinese, science as well. She did everything.
Yeah.
I respect her so much for that. 如果有人在芳草地小学上学, I don't know her full name.
Zhang Laoshe.
I hope we find her.
Yeah.
Did all that elaborate stuff for him, but at the end all he wanted to do was see one of his actual old students and see what he'd become.
Dui, his favourite kid. Jiang Xiaofeng.
He was the little TV fixer. His face is really good at making you feel what he's feeling. Do you remember when he was like, I don't have the colours? And his face just goes all like scrunched up and you just want to like, oh, it's okay. Like, he's a good actor, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of cool seeing back to back like how quick the development in China's gone. Because I've heard you talk about before, like, oh, when you went to China in 1990s.
94 I was
It was like this. That class was from 92.
Yeah.
So it would have been like that and then to now. So I feel like you will have the first-hand experience of that. When the Sandy Apple story began, thought it would go in a sort of, he's gonna con her, and that would have been really funny. But I really didn't like how he ended up being a hero.
Yeah, it was just too much for me, this one.
My dad said it just before the twist. He went, what, there's gonna be a twist?
It's
like it was good up until they told him to get out of the car and he had to walk back. Right at the end they have that long shot of everyone there like crying or something, you know?
The final one,
I kind of liked how that was going at the start as well.
I did too.
You know, like how right at the beginning when she walks in to his meeting and he's like, please, I'm begging you, don't
yeah,
do
but
this.
wait a minute,
Like,
did she have to be a wrestler?
Okay, but they didn't really... Yeah.
What was the bit in that particular one where the Chinese viewers behind us were laughing at something? Can you remember?
I was probably laughing as well. You just weren't. It comes back to what I was saying about how we will view the movie differently to Chinese people because we know Chinese culture, but we don't know Chinese pop culture that well. Yeah. There were some really funny moments like pretending to be stuck. so that she would hang up.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Yeah,
They were like, oh, we want to help you fool your wife.
and then it was very specific people.
No pregnant ladies, long hair, and others. He was bragging, oh yeah, my quick thinking got them off the case. I gave them a box each of the local products.
And the sausage
She was riding
was the
back in
one-
the car and bitten. She was like, and then she realised.
Yeah, the number 5 one. Loads of humour. Again, I think it was compromised. You think she's going to berate him, and then she's saying, but I'm going to tell everybody how great he's made his village. Oh, really?
It was like exactly what disconnects you as a viewer.
I'd love to know what Chinese audiences made of it.
这5个故事你们怎么看？最喜欢哪个？你告诉我呗。
What do you think about the techniques?
Cinematography, first class. It's stunning, right?
Yeah,
Guizhou
really cool.
especially.
There was some shots that I liked, shots of the sandstorm and like the old classroom, and how it was just really interesting to me how she had the baby on the back while she was teaching the class, and the little girl that really looked up to her.
Last class, fast forward, quick way to move the plot. They did it effectively, right? I suppose that's quite a challenge to get that story in 25 minutes.
There was really good techniques being used, the different transitions and stuff.
Flashing back from one to the other, perspective of how it is with somebody with dementia or that has had a stroke was very powerful.
The director in that one did a really good job of making really clear the inner battle of the guy.
There's quite a few typos in the English. And next time I can do the proofreading.
跟他联系
And I can add some dad jokes in there as well, you know, just to make them more successful at the box office.
I think that would do the exact opposite. So when we went into Odeon, the first thing I noticed was the lady that greeted us was wearing a visor. She said, oh, you have to hand sanitize. All the tickets are digital now. You go straight through without waiting in line. When you buy tickets, the seats next to someone, you can't select it.
The same in the toilet, the yellow.
Tape on the, you can't go right next to each other. I feel like they're really trying to keep the cinemas open. COVID's really crippling cinemas. Because when was the last time you went to a cinema?
I reckon February, maybe. In the news, Max.
No.
The Cineworld closed today because of COVID. So you imagine all those people lost their jobs. It's really terrible for the industry. And it's like anything else, you don't miss something till it's gone, right? And
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Beat happens, you know. Personally, I think within the next 5-10 years, we're going to see cinemas disappearing.
I hope not. I really hope your prediction is false.
希望你们喜欢这期影片，接着给我 recommend some more films。别忘了点赞、关注、留评论。Love you guys. Bye bye.
It's the first time we've been to cinema since lockdown, but look at the beautiful evening. Look at this. Look at the sun behind. And look at my son here.
Right, what are your initial thoughts before we go in?
My initial thoughts before we go in is I hope I don't get a ticket. If we get done, it'll be a £30 fine and you're paying.
I'm not paying.
Yeah,
You didn't pay for my motorbike.
Got an idea.
What? Oh, you look cool. Do that again.